All right now. Hello,
Hey,
everybody. Hello,
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 hello.
hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I was about to say happy Saturday. Happy Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Happy
It
Sunday,
is,
everyone.
it is Sunday already. What a
Yeah, I
week.
mean, Monday is tomorrow.
Yes,
Yeah, no.
yes. Monday is tomorrow. How was your
Mhm.
week? Was it good? You had a good week?
It was great because we graduated. So that was a celebration there. And yeah, that was pretty much the highlight of the week was her graduation. So, but
Was
yeah.
it graduation?
Mm-hmm,
Okay,
mm-hmm,
good. I know
mm-hmm.
the weather is it's raining where I'm at.
Yeah. And
Um,
I'm not far and it's not raining here yet, but I know it's coming. I know that it's going to be trickling down because it looked like this whole summer, looked like a whole week is about to be raining. So I don't know. I'm not
yeah,
feeling this part.
it's
Hey,
supposed to be raining.
Jasmine.
Hey,
Jasmine has
Jasmine, welcome
stepped in
to.
the room.
Welcome, 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 Jasmine. Hey, hey,
Yes,
hey.
yes, 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 yes,
Yeah, it's
yes,
gonna supposed
yes.
to be raining all week
Mm-hmm.
until Thursday, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. Yeah.
Until
Not feeling
Thursday. Huh?
not and it's muggy. It wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't so muggy. It's really muggy out. Like
Yeah,
no,
it's
not
muggy.
bad. Yeah.
Not bad. But thank goodness for a week. Thank goodness for a
Yes.
new week. Last
Yes.
week was crazy. I felt like I was working in a funeral home, actually, to be honest with you.
Oh wow.
There's been so many funerals that I've been attending for family, and I'm just praying that things will subside to give us a break.
Yes.
And we want to do a shout out to the cancers. This is Cancer Month for zodiac signs. So we got a lot of birthdays that is happening
Mm-hmm.
this month, of
Mm-hmm.
course. Um, Also, I want to send condolences to the McFadden and Young family out of
Mm-hmm.
Somerset, New Jersey. Their son was in a tragic car accident yesterday. So we're
Yeah.
sending our prayers and love to them
Yes.
as
So
we go
sorry to hear
through.
that.
Yes, such a tragedy. Young man lost his life yesterday. We want to also send a congratulations to Tyler Perry.
Yes. Now
Yeah,
some of y'all don't like him, okay? And
really?
the streets be talking and black people, sorry,
They
black
don't
people.
like Tyler Perry?
They do not. They not feeling him like that. I don't know what. I don't know if it's the wig. I don't know if it's. I don't know. I just don't know.
The wig?
The Medea. Some
Oh, Medea.
because he portrays. But I mean, when you go, like a lot of people try to blame him for a lot of things, but Flip Wilson did it. It's plenty of men that were out here, acting like women, and it was nothing wrong with. But what? Besides the point, he is doing things for black people. Let's start there. Okay.
Right.
So while these other people that have a lot to say, they're probably not even volunteering in their community at all. So
Wow, that's
yeah,
crazy. I'm
yeah,
shocked to hear that. But he just purchased VH1 and
hmm
BET.
yes,
Such a
monopolizing out here. Okay,
He's
buying up
capitalized.
all the power.
Yes, taking it to the
Yes,
next level. He representing. That's what
yes,
I consider. He is
absolutely.
representing our culture well.
Yes,
And for those who are looking to go into those same footprints, those footsteps, he's laying out the map for you.
yes.
So it should be
You know how
easier.
many black people he is employing right now? Like,
Yeah, a
come on,
lot,
people. Like, I
a
just
lot.
love
And
him
you
or
got
hate
to
him.
understand,
He's
he,
doing his
he has
thing.
he has over 1,200 TV shows, um,
1,200
1,200
TV
TV
shows.
episodes, 22 films, and at
Okay.
least 12 dozen stage plays.
Yes.
And he's still building. He's still
Yes.
building. And he's the
Yes.
first African American who have purchased VH1 and BET, who have two TV stations. So that's huge. Major
That's
stations,
very
that is.
big.
We're not talking about a little station. These are
Yes.
major networks.
Yes. This is not Zeus Network. No offense, Zeus, but whatever.
Oh, Zeus. Why do I keep hearing all this
It's
comments about
ratchet.
Zeus? I gotta look at
Don't
Zeus.
tune in. Don't pass go and don't look at it. It's
Don't
very,
look at Zeus. I'm
it's
keep hearing
very,
people saying is not representing our culture. Is
it's
that true?
disgusting, is what it is. And I said
Is
what I said. It's disgusting.
is
It
it?
Now I will say, Black people, we have to do better as far as they can't edit something that's not there. But they
Okay.
definitely are putting, like, they're just running with whatever. Like, they're not here to resolve anything for Black people. Point taken, Jocelyn Hernandez was on there with her
Right.
cabaret, whatever. She had like 2 seasons, 3 seasons, I don't know, whatever. She's a wild banshee and she acts just like that on the show. And the people that she's bringing on is, I don't know, whatever. Jocelyn Cabaret, whatever, I don't know. But it's something to the magnitude of her bringing on girls to try to train them to do what she do, and they're just as ratchet as her. It's like the more
Really?
ratchet you are, the more airtime you get. Like, it's very sad. I mean,
Wow.
it's all ghetto. It's all ghetto on there. I don't see any positivity. Please chime in if y'all seen something positive on there, because I have not. And
I
don't get
haven't
me
watched it
wrong,
yet, so I will look
I
into.
skimmed it and the skim wasn't good. Okay. Um, I do have a comment over here. Jasmine said we need this rain to detox the air. Absolutely.
Agree.
Because
Totally agree.
I really think that, like, I haven't been feeling good all week or whatever. And I know that I never really had an allergy problem. I always had a sinus issue. But I really feel like they said a lot of people are starting to develop like allergies because of how bad the pollen and everything is now. So yeah, I totally agree. And Miss Linda's in here. She said, "Hi, ladies. Hello."
Hey, Miss Linda,
Yes,
welcome
yes,
to the
yes,
show.
yes, yes.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the show. I have to definitely tune in to that network so that I can give my point of
So
view
you get
as
your
to
own
what.
opinion. Yes,
Yeah,
you're
because
going to
you're
be
saying,
clutching your pearls
really, is that bad?
this bad.
Wow. Okay. Well, I definitely will be tuning in. We'll talk about that
Bad.
the next time. Hopefully, I have a chance
Okay.
to look at it this week. Probably not,
Mhm.
but any rate, I do
You
want to
all you
send out
need
a
is 5 minutes, and you'll have your opinion.
5 minutes. Is that bad?
Okay, 10 minutes.
Okay. So, is it a predominantly black?
Blacks. All
Okay.
major. I haven't really seen anything white, Caucasian on there.
What?
Mostly black, ratchet stuff. Stripper. Not to say that strippers are ratchet. I don't want to get the things crossed, but it's not showing any positive things per se. It's like capitalizing on us. Like, okay,
Oh, okay.
it's like one of them.
Wow.
Like how no disrespect to Mona Scott Young, but how they say Mona Scott Young do people with Love and Hip Hop.
Well, I mean, I think Love and Hip Hop and Mona Scott Young is the typical lifestyle of most rappers. It probably is a lot worse than what she's really airing, and probably
Yeah.
editing a lot of it out because of the restrictions from the networks. But yeah, if
Yeah,
they
and
let them have.
I'm not faulting her, but like that's the buzz. Like Mona Scott Young, she gets these group of people, and of course, like I said, Black people, we got to do better because they can't edit something that's not there. That's why a
Right.
lot of times some people do go on Love and Hip Hop and don't make it past season one because they're not giving them that rah rah, all that, so they don't make it to the second round.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I can understand that. They need that physical, because that's
that
what
rah
people
rah,
like. People love that physical. That
yeah,
anything bad is so crazy. Bad things people tends
they
to
click
cater
on
to more.
fast. Yes, it's so sad.
You give them some good news, they be like, "Oh, get out of here! I don't want to
Yeah,
hear that."
exactly. Oh,
You give them some bad news, they be like, "What? What you say? What she say?"
somebody just rescued a puppy. They don't care. But they'll click on the one that said mama and daughter got into a fist altercation and somebody lost a finger. They will click on that. They
Oh
will click
yes,
on that in a heartbeat.
Oh
So
yes. Oh
yeah.
yes. They definitely will. I do
Mhm.
want to say, for those of you who may come into your home or establishments that have gas, if you ever smell gas, don't cut on your light switch, because there's been a lot of families
Mhm.
losing their lives because they smell gas, they cut on the lights, and it's not good. So if you go home, you smell gas, this is just something that I want to share with you, is call your utility company so that they
Yes.
could come out, do a check
Yes.
on your lines to make sure that they're good, that you're not in danger, so
Mhm.
that way you and your family can rest
Mhm.
assured that it's not what you think it is, because
Absolutely.
we know that a life is priceless, right?
Mhm.
A life is completely priceless, but to call the utility company for them to come out is free, so it's
It
not
is
even going to
free.
charge you anything.
Mhm.
Is free. So we want to change the subject, because I mean we've been hearing so much news about this submarine and the
Oh
tragedy
yeah.
behind the 5 people who lost their lives. I mean,
Yes.
everybody's talking about it. I
It
still can't
is.
even believe it myself.
Yes, but I will bring this up. While I do give my condolences for the people that did lose their life on this submarine, I'm not going to say that it shouldn't get as much news, but there was 750 people that died. Did you hear about that? On a
When?
boat trying to come from they were coming, I believe they were coming from another country. I'm not clear on which country, but they were coming from another country trying to seek refuge, and they died. 750 was on the boat. They only recovered about, I want to, don't quote me, but I want to say roughly around 100 and something that they were able to save.
Wow. What were they? Where were they
They
going?
were,
Did
I
they?
think they were Pakistan. Most of them were Pakistani.
Oh, that's a shame.
And yeah, but nobody's no, that's not getting blown up, you know. And don't get me wrong, a life is a life, right? But I feel like the news outlet definitely picks and chooses what they want to I won't say capitalize on, but magnify, as far as, oh, look at these successful people, rest in peace, that went and they decided that they wanted to. Nobody forced them to do this, nobody told them to do this. This is something that they did voluntarily, and they took a chance. Anytime you're doing something like that, you have to know that you're taking a chance.
Exactly. Yeah,
And they're talking about this is everywhere.
yeah, it was a migrant boat disaster. It happened in Greece and European. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
criticism over, yeah, like you said, a lot of people lost their lives, and I didn't hear anything about it. So I
Hello,
guess
yes,
it's not getting as much notoriety.
yes.
But because the submarine, their lives, they were impacted because most of them were Americans.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why it may be a difference, because that might be international news of the 750, and they're still looking. It looks like they're still looking for
They're still looking,
some
yes.
lives, compared
Hmm.
to it being a domestic, the United States
I understand.
news. Yeah,
But
so
they
that might
pick and
be.
choose, because they'll pick and choose what they want us to know about. They'll put some on the news about overseas, something that's going on. So that's what I'm saying. Like they just as much headway that this is getting. This should get something, like you didn't even hear about it, And
No,
I
I
know
didn't
you
hear it.
watch the news, and
I do.
I don't watch the news. I'm not a
Yeah.
news watcher. That
Well, I don't
my
watch the news
husband, he
as much.
watches it, so I hear a lot through my husband because he's a news watcher. Like news
Yeah.
forever. Okay, he's always watching the news. So I was listening when he was watching the news, and I heard about it, but then I didn't really see much about it on, like on the outlets. And mind you, there's always something on Instagram, Facebook about different countries about but it wasn't there like that.
But what
So
I'm trying to figure out is why in the heck, why in the hell did they? I mean, what was it about? You wanted to go and see the Titanic? You wanted to go? Are you serious? It wasn't
listen,
going down there for no gold or. I
listen.
mean, listen. I want to send prayers out, condolences to the families. I
Absolutely, a
mean,
life
we're
is a
not
life.
heartless
We're not
people,
taking anything
but
from
we're
that.
trying to figure out, what are you serious? And they said that they were about 1,200 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
12,500 feet underwater. Can you? I can't even look past anything 5 feet. Let's know
Listen, if I can't see my
12,500 feet.
toes, I can't swim. Let's start there. If I can't see my feet, I'm not beat.
Yeah.
So that's not. Mm-mm. No, no, no.
And then they
Absolutely.
were about 1,600 feet away from the wreckage for the Titanic. So they were close, but they still didn't accomplish what they seeked out
But
to
my
do.
question is, what were you going to do when you got there? Were you going to take pictures? I'm just confused. Were you going to try to get out? I
You
just.
can't. I mean, there's no. First of all, from what I'm hearing, I hear it's still being investigated. There's an investigation still going on, and they said that it may be criminal charges being brought on some people who I don't know, but I
Oh
know for
wow.
sure for those who were invited, there was a lot of people from what I'm hearing that were
Mm-hmm.
invited to go on this trip,
Mm-hmm.
and many of them declined, some at the last minute. So I'm sure those individuals are having some really mixed feelings, so grateful,
Yeah.
but realizing it could have been them as well.
Absolutely.
It could have been them as well.
Yeah.
So
It's really sad.
that's,
It's very unfortunate. Very, very,
but I
very.
must say, we ain't that curious. Black folks ain't that
Listen,
curious. We ain't that
listen. We
curious to
are
be what was
not. We
going on.
don't. We're not. I mean, not to say that we haven't discovered anything, but our counter races are into the whole finding out what something is. If something don't look right, we going the other way. Is that a bobcat or
A
a
dog.
jaguar? We getting out of here. Like we're not trying to find that stuff out, ma'am.
No,
So at least
absolutely not.
not nobody that I know. Yeah,
Yeah. But
absolutely
the
not.
question is, are you willing to risk your life on deadly adventures? Because
Absolutely not.
you got people,
Unless it's for my child. But that's not an adventure, that's a rescue.
yeah, but you got people that get on a plane, they get in your car,
Mhm.
they skydive, bungee jump. I mean, it's a whole bunch of things that people take a risk at getting on a roller coaster. All these
Yeah,
things are risky,
they are.
and now
But
it has
not as
gotten to a
risky
point
as
where
getting
living
on
at,
a submarine and going I mean, ma'am.
huh?
I said not as risky as getting on a submarine and visiting the Titanic. Clearly.
No, absolutely not.
That's just like it's just some stuff that is just if you get on a roller coaster and God forbid something happens, it's like one out of 5,000 people that rode the roller coaster or more. You know what I'm saying? So uh,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm not getting on the roller coaster either, but I get what you're saying.
forget it, right?
Yeah, absolutely not.
So I want to change the subject and I want to talk about President Biden for a minute. Do you believe that becoming the president of the United States should have an age restriction?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
what age do you think that they
I would
should?
say 65 and under. Sorry, Aunt Dot. Listen, you're the youngest 70 some years old that I have ever seen. Okay. You can move and shake and all of that. But the average, listen, Biden is tripping over air. So somebody
Ooh,
needs. Have you
wait a
seen the
minute now.
videos? He's tripping from thin air. Like it's not a carpet or something on the floor. He's just falling over. I'm so sorry, President Biden, but it is what it is, sir. I don't know if your equilibrium is off. I mean, is it sugar low? I don't. Something ain't right.
Well, it's being reported that President Biden fell at least 8 times allegedly. But let's talk about that for a minute. Do you think it's health related or old age, or
It
do
could
you
be a
think that
mix.
somebody may be setting him up to fall? I mean, somebody could be doing
Is
this
Trump in the
intentionally.
back?
What are you,
I
huh?
said, is Trump in the back orchestrating trips? No, I don't think anybody's setting him up. I think it's either his equilibrium. I don't know if he has that. I hope he doesn't have diabetes, knock on wood. But is his sugar low? Is he eating correct? I don't I don't it's just
I don't know.
I just
Nope, I don't. I
I
don't
I
know whether
mean
they have any health issues.
because I've seen it's not like he's fell one or two times. I've seen him fall several times in different occasions. So one time I was like, oh, he tripped up the steps a little bit. I tripped up the steps this morning. But sir,
Okay, now, look how old you are.
but I'm not the president. So
Okay. But
I'm not the
still,
president. I'm
give
not
him a
running
break.
for presidency. No, but listen. There. It seemed like with the presidents, they're getting older and older and older and older.
They
And at
are.
some point, just like with the judges, how they you got to die to get out. Like it's like a gang
Supreme Court
affiliation.
judge. Yeah. They
Like
got to die out.
yeah, like it's.
That's just
I
like a
mean,
senator. They don't, I mean, of course, you have to be voted in and out, whatever. But some of them, they have lifetime positions.
yes, and that is. I just think that people become senile. I just don't think. I not no. Okay, let me put this disclaimer. Everybody that gets older does not become senile, does not have issues. But what I'm saying, something's clearly going on with Biden. He done fell too many times. Now, unless he's just clumsy, I don't know.
It could be.
When he used to come out with Obama, I never seen him trip with Obama.
Yeah, well, maybe, maybe there was a reason for him not to,
Yeah, I don't know.
because Obama
I don't
was so cool with his walk. So
No,
who
I'm not.
knows?
I'm talking about I never seen when Biden used to come out with
Oh,
Obama.
well, years have passed though since then.
That's
He's
yeah. So
aged.
I just he's 80.
No, I mean he just aged.
Oh yeah, he is
He's
aged.
aged. Yeah.
Yes. We
So
got
that
a couple comments. Let me see. Let's see. Miss Linda said, but many have succeeded on Love and Hip Hop, Cardi B and K Michelle. Okay, let's start here.
so
Love you, Linda. But Cardi B, yes, she's one. I won't say one success story, but she came in, did what it was intended to do, and got out. She did not stick around. K Michelle was already established before she got on the show. She
right.
just blew up more. I don't even think the show really helped her. I think it kind of did more harm a little bit. Kind of. I mean, she got exposure more, but she was on there looking like a nut. So,
Who?
K Michelle.
Looking
But
like
I
a
just
man?
think,
Really?
yeah, she looked like a nut, but I think she's funny. So it was good for TV. But yes, Cardi B got on there. She did her little rants and all that animated stuff, and she did what she needed to do and got out. She did not stick around. I think she was on there for what, maybe 2 seasons. I
Yeah.
think I think she was only on there for like 2 seasons. There are people on there still that's been on there for 10 seasons and still talk about my album about to come out. Ma'am, it's not coming out. You
But
might as
still,
well
you
just
got to keep
they
hope
don't
alive.
listen,
Some people, it
listen,
take 20 years
okay,
before
ma'am.
things
Okay.
happen.
Jocelyn Hernandez, another one. I don't agree with her antics and her personality or anything. I was watching her on College Hill. She's crazy. She's wild. Okay. She's very antagonizing, bully wise. Like she gives that.
But do you think she may need counseling? Because it could be some
We all
things
need
that,
counseling. I think
yeah,
every
but some
person
may
on
need
earth.
counseling worse than others.
Oh yeah, of course. But I feel like yes, she did. But when you like, some people never heal from their trauma, and they take that out on other people.
That's
You
true.
know. So she was born in Puerto Rico. She went through a lot. She was a dancer at an early age. She's been through a lot. I'm not taking that from her, but ma'am,
Yeah, but
especially now because
recently
you
she
got
got
some money.
arrested, and it showed that her that she was white,
Yeah,
which I was
yeah.
surprised. That had to be a typo.
Yeah, no, she's not. No, she's from Puerto Rico. That's at least that's what she says. But yeah, those were the only two that I would say went on there, did their thing, and got off. Everybody else, they still on there for like Carly Red. They talk about now. I will say Rashida, she does good. I think the show did good by her. I feel like the show did a lot to her marriage. So it was like a give and take.
Yeah.
Like because of the show, she was able to establish and do so many things as far as her her shops and the restaurant and all that other type of stuff. But during the show, her husband cheated on her, had a baby. Like at what cost do you want to get on? But and then she has Miss Linda has another comment just about Biden. Biden has vast experience and people are laughing, but he has more accomplishments, especially bipartisan.
Yeah.
And then she said Nancy Pelosi is the best speaker and she's over 70. Yes, I do like Nancy Pelosi and I believe she's 100, but she is very, very
100? No, she's not.
I'm just joking. She old. Um I like her. I like Nancy Pelosi. She sticks to her guns. She does not back down, and I like her for that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and then go ahead, Ma. You can read the next one.
Senators are not lifetime, only Supreme Court justices. Yes,
Okay.
that's still too much. Lifetime.
Yes. And that's the scary part, the Supreme Court justice. I need y'all to rotate out. Okay. Um, listen. Okay, what about Rashida and Remy Ma? Remy Ma was already established. Rashida, I don't think she could rap. No offense.
What?
She
I
can't.
don't
I
remember
just.
hearing Rashida's stuff.
Oh, my point exactly.
I like
Remy
her
Ma.
fashion though. She's definitely on point with her fashion.
Yeah, I would love to go to her show. Not her show, her shop in Atlanta. But Remy Ma was established before she got on Love and Hip Hop because she was established before she went to jail.
Yeah.
Then she got out of jail and got Love and Hip Hop and kind of expanded on that.
Mm-hmm.
So that I wouldn't put that in the same category as a Cardi B. Like Cardi B, nobody knew who she was. I mean, you knew her on like her Instagrams and little stuff like that, but she wasn't like you can probably go to different states and maybe even different countries and would have heard of a Remy Ma song with Fat Joe leaning back, you know.
Lean that.
Yeah.
Lean that. Yeah, I love that one. I love that one.
Spice
Okay.
Grammy nominated. Oh, okay. Miss Linda coming for me. Okay, I see you. She naming it. So you must watch this every week. Okay. Spice Grammy nominated. Come on, shall I name more? You can keep coming. You can keep it coming. But yes, I like Spice.
Yeah, I
I feel
like
like
Spice too.
I do too. This season, she calmed down because she was starting to get a little wild.
But
I
I
feel like
don't watch the show that much.
huh?
I don't be having time. I haven't watched the show in a minute.
Yeah, I feel like it fell off. I don't feel like it has the same oomph to it that it did when it first came out. I feel like they be like grabbing at straws with storylines at this
Yeah.
point. So um she's good. I like her and she was Grammy nominated. I never heard her music. No offense, I don't listen to dance hall and reggae and I don't even know what her category would be, and I'm not trying to be funny.
Reggae, probably. Yeah, she's
It's yeah. So I like her. So okay, you got that one. But she was okay. No, you don't have that one, Miss Linda, because she was established in her country and all of that before she got on this show. We just didn't know. U.S. ain't know nothing about her, but over in her country, she was lit. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna change the subject to something that's coming up quite frequently now. Y'all may have heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, will you get on a scale if it is requested from an airline before boarding on an airplane? Will
Is this being
They
displayed
want
for
to weigh you.
everybody?
Huh?
Does everybody see your weight?
No, everybody don't see your weight. They're doing it right now on some airlines right now internationally. But from what I'm hearing, they are going to be bringing it to the U.S. soon because they want to make sure that the planes are not being overloaded with weight, which causes tragedies.
Yes. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, but my only question, say for instance, right, I'm the last person in line, right? And let's just say I weigh 400 pounds. And you only got enough room
for... They won't show you weight.
No, listen to my question.
Okay,
I weigh 400 pounds, and you only got 200 pounds left on the plane, right? So what you gonna tell me? Like I can't. I mean, what? Like
they have to say, "Ma'am, you got to take the next flight, and you would be the first to board."
I want first class, ma'am. Okay.
They probably would
do
increase and upgrade you.
Okay.
First class.
Then I ain't got no problem.
Yeah, but then you might be late for an appointment, a wedding, or whatever you intending to.
But that's life be life, and I mean.
Yeah,
it's been plenty of times. I remember like when me and you, we would go back and forth to Illinois, and the plane, it won't be delayed per se, but we may be on the runway for a little bit longer because something else is going on. You know, life happens. So
yeah, Miss Linda, she's now we talked about it earlier.
I heard they charging more. So if you real big, they charge you for 2 tickets.
They starting to do that. Because
Now,
some people, if you're too, like I have broad shoulders, right? So in my family, most of the women are top heavy.
mhm,
So of course, if I'm sitting in one of those seats, and if it's not first class, part of my arm may be onto the other seat, not
yeah,
intentionally. Not
yeah,
to
but
say that
they
I'm
got
real
no choice.
large, but the
Yeah,
seats may be real small.
that's it. That's the problem. Airline, stop making your seats so little.
Yeah,
You're making them so small so you can fit as many people as you can on a plane. That
that's what
is
they
not
do.
fair. You need
It's
to do
not
a survey on what's the average size of Americans and rearrange some stuff accordingly. Okay?
right. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's
Yeah,
true.
that's exactly what it is. They try to, how many seats can we get on this plane?
But you know what? That's a good point that you made. That if they're at a limit
Yeah.
and they reach their max,
I
that
don't
would
know what
be
we're gonna do here, but you can't fit on the plane. I
ooh,
brought my ticket 8 months ago. I'm
that would
sorry,
be
ma'am.
disgusting.
I'm
That,
calling ABC and the Channel 6 News. Is that 6? It's ABC.
yeah,
Whatever. I'm
but they
calling
ain't gonna
all of
do,
them.
huh?
I said I'm gonna call the news crew. Okay, have them
Exactly.
all come down.
Exactly. I wanted to ask this question because I don't know whether I'm the only one who had experienced this or not. But there are some businesses that hold your credit card information online like hostage, but won't allow you to delete your credit card easily. Sometimes you have to call in to customer service, be on hold for a long time
Mm.
just to delete your credit card from off of their website. Are some of you experiencing this?
I won't say that per se. I will say with my insurance, like because I agreed to do auto pay, in order for me to remove one debit card or whatever I'm using, they want another one to replace it. I can't just wipe it out.
Yeah.
I can't just say I don't want to be on auto pay anymore. They're like, no, that's what you agreed to. So that's the only thing
Unless
that
you get
I've
off
ever.
auto pay.
If I take it, if it won't let me because of the plan that I have set up, I got a special discount because I decided to do auto pay.
Okay, that auto pay should always be an option, though. They not
But
supposed to
they
just
give you special discounts when you agree to
yeah
do auto pay.
yeah normally
So
yeah. A lot of companies will give you a
yeah,
discount for auto pay
yeah. So I
because
know that with
they want to
them,
put that payment in the projection of what they're going to be receiving in the future.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So have anybody else experienced that? I guess I might be the only one because I've been pissed when I experienced the other day. I was like, "How you gonna hold my credit card hostage? That doesn't even
Mm-mm.
make sense."
Yeah, no,
But they
that's
will.
horrible.
So I want to
Uh,
change the subject.
wait,
I
hold
want
on. We
to
got some comments.
okay.
Miss Linda said yes. Greedy banshees. Aunt Di said I will take my big behind back home.
I
Aunt Di,
died.
no.
She said she'll take if they charge you for two seats.
Yes,
She
I
said
guess
she would
that's
take
what
her butt back home.
she take. I will take my big butt home, big behind back home. Miss Linda said no, but if I put a card on file via a subscription service, I have to call them and remove it. Yes, I do. I did experience that. I remember one time I had got it removed, and because it was through my cell phone provider, like I can do subscriptions that go on your actual bill.
Yes.
They came back and did it again. I said, I took them off a long time ago. Like, why are they? So it was a big thing. But yeah.
Yeah, it does happen. It does happen. When you get a chance, please like, share, please share this video. Please share this
Yes, yes,
video.
yes.
And we will be giving bonuses and surprise gifts to those who are sharing our videos. We will be paying attention to those who will be sharing our videos.
Yes, you are loyal and we appreciate you. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
We
So I
got
want to,
some more comments. Hold on, let me
okay.
see. Um Miss Linda said no, but if I put a card on file, I already read that. Jesus Lord. I say yes to that's what she was talking about as far as
Mm-hmm.
buying 2 tickets. Jasmine said God saves us from things we can't see. So I'm If I miss a flight, it's a reason. However, if your diligent is canceled, I can't. What is that? Sorry. Is canceled. They should reimburse you and still accommodate another flight. Think about Aaliyah's flight. It was a smaller plane, yes, but weight of the plane was too much. I don't mind being weighed. They should do it discreetly at TSA, though. More importantly, leave room on the plane to prepare for being at the max weight. I will also go home if they try to double charge.
She and A Dot would be traveling together.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Zoraida's on here.
Hi,
Um,
Zoraida. Thanks for
yes,
joining.
yes. Said no, I don't. I'm assuming that she's talking about the what we're talking about,
Airplane.
the business credit card, because that's what's on the screen now.
Okay.
Um, and then Jasmine said I try to use a certain card if my info has to stay on file.
Oh, okay.
And
That's a good idea.
yeah. And then Linda said, "Why can't I put y'all on my big screen TV?" I don't,
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
We
You
got to
should be able
find
to
that out.
cast it.
Yeah, we got to find that out.
Yeah, we'll find
Yeah, I
out.
don't know.
We'll help you.
Huh?
All right, what's up next?
Yeah, we don't know. One of the questions that I have, why women and men do not accept rejection well? Like,
I know
what is
why.
going on?
I know exactly why. It started
Okay.
with that participation award. If you didn't see my rant from before, please go back and look. Okay. I don't know if it's this generation or what have you, but the word no is like, huh? What do you mean no? Do you know who I am? And you're really nobody. Not to say people are nobodies, but hey, it is what it is. But it's just like this generation. It just the participation
I
award.
think it's been going on for a long time, but I do want to send out prayers to the family of Madison Fatosco. She was a young lady who had went out with her coworker a few weeks back,
Okay.
and they got intoxicated. He in particular got intoxicated. He wanted her to get in the car with him, and she refused.
Mm-hmm.
And by her refusing, she decided to walk home, which was a few blocks.
Mm-hmm.
As she was walking home, he got in his car and ran her over and killed her
Oh no.
because she rejected and she did not want to get in the car with him.
Oh
So
no.
sometimes, and this was a coworker of hers, so
Mm-mm.
you just have to be careful. Sometimes you could say no to a person, and sometimes they don't take that well. They come
No.
back with a
That
vindictive
is horrible to hear.
and
That
huh?
is sad. I said that's horrible to hear. That's just like what
People are
made that something
vindictive.
that came in your mind to do? Like I just but people like that, I feel like people, I mean, they always say that what do they call it? Like the heat and like the crime and the heat of a passion and all that.
Heat of passion. Yeah. Crazy
Listen,
passion. I don't want
crazy.
nobody to like me that much.
And I, at all. Please don't.
You want to
Please,
kill
please.
me? I've been
No,
down that road
absolutely.
before. I experienced that when I was 16. It's a horrible experience.
Yeah,
Thank God I
no.
lived through it. But when you be on the opposite end of the stick, and for me, I experienced it because I did not no longer want to be in a relationship. And because I rejected that, I rejected him, retaliation came. We tried
Mhm,
to kill me, literally. And thank
mhm,
goodness, shout out to someone who I love and care about so much, Betty Williams. Thank you so much, Betty Williams. She actually saved my life that day.
mhm,
But someone who's actually been victimized in that sense, my heart goes out to her family
mhm.
because no one wants to live through something like that. It's a
No.
horrible way to live because you decided to tell a person how you felt and they
Mhm.
no longer want you even to be living.
Yeah.
That's really hard.
Yeah.
That's hard to accept that
Yeah.
what I decided is so bad that you want me dead. And I'm
Yeah.
only 15, 16 years old. That and this young lady was in her 20s, so
Yeah, that's so sad.
her life was cut short. So
Um,
when you get ready to accept a rejection or give a rejection, I think people need to realize that just because a person tells you no, it's not the end of the world.
Absolutely. And I think that's the main object. That's what I'm talking about, the whole participation award. A lot of times people think that, especially in this generation per se, that, oh my goodness, I didn't get into this school, or oh my goodness, this happened. Oh, my whole life. But I feel like it's not even just this generation. I feel like just my generation and older, we were able to adapt better. I don't know, accept it. Like, okay, for example, I got teased when I was a kid. Okay, when I was in school, I didn't think to say, "Oh my God, let me go do," like, God forbid. I'm just happy I had a sane mind. But like nowadays, they have this whole. Not to say that bullying is okay, right? But they have a whole campaign, and it's just like it's just kids don't get groomed to what the real world is. You're
Yeah,
not going to get told yes all the time. You're not going to be told you're pretty all the time. You're not going to be accepted. You can give 110%. You can do your absolute best, and still it may fall short to some people. And that is okay. And the moment that you can accept that, the better off you'll be.
yeah.
Because this world does not care about your feelings. And that's just
Don't
point blank, period. They
don't
don't
care
care.
at all.
So I feel as though, like, with rejection, it's dependent. I don't, they're in there. They were. I'm assuming that he was maybe in his 20s as well. I don't know.
I believe so.
But that's the age range that I'm talking. Like that age bracket. It seems like the rejection thing is just, but I think social media plays a big part, because they make it seem as though you can go and do this and you can go and do that, and it's just this easy. Oh, make $1,000 in 2 minutes, ma'am. Okay, now is there ways to make legitimate money in 2 minutes? Maybe, maybe not, but the way that people put it is that it's just always just so easy. Life is just so easy, and that's not the way life is.
No,
No,
no, it's not
so
that easy.
no, and when it comes to rejection, you have to just move on
Yeah,
and
that's
know
true.
that that
Because
was not meant for you. If they, I
because
don't
when
want
one person
nobody
say no, somebody else will say yes.
who wants somebody that don't want you. I
Yeah.
am not. This is not Steve Urkel and Laura. Okay, even though she ended up getting with Stefan, but then ended up getting with Urkel in the end. But ma'am, that was like 9 years later. Nobody's doing
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? That's not. No. So
Yeah, that's tragedy.
yeah,
My heart
it's so
goes out
sad.
to them and whoever is going through domestic violence. Because all this plays a part of it. Rejection,
Yeah, it
saying
does.
no, and
Yeah.
standing by what you believe in
Yes,
is very
absolutely.
important. Because women get rejected too. Men get rejected all the time,
Absolutely. And
but
women
women
do,
get
they
rejected.
may do, they may not, I won't say no women are out here killing, because I'm pretty sure it's a case
They
out there
out here
where you can
running over
find.
men. They
Yeah. But no,
already
I'm saying that they're cutting their
crazy.
tires and keying their cars and all of that type stuff, showing up to their job, and you know,
Yeah,
so it's very unfortunate.
it's
We do have some
horrible.
comments. Zoraida said my mom drives everywhere. So I guess she's not getting on
Okay.
the plane. Jasmine
What's your
says, so I was
mom?
just about to say the same thing about the participation award. Yes, Jasmine, we're on the
That's probably all
same
stemming
page.
from that. Yeah, that you're right
Yeah.
about that.
People aren't given boundaries at early age. We need to be taught failure is okay. If you fall down and you get up and try again, rejection is a part of life. Yes, it
Part of
is.
life.
That is
Yes, it
exactly
is.
right. We're not, oh, it's okay. You won too. No, you didn't. You lost. Okay.
You don't have to sound so harsh.
I mean, yeah, but that's the thing. Life is harsh. You don't have to
Yeah,
be nasty to your kids, but you got to be realistic. The world is
I
not
believe
going
in
to
being
baby your
realistic. Yes.
babies. The
Yeah.
world is not going to baby your babies. The baby's going. The world is going to give them the raw dog, and that's just what it's going to be. So, with that being said, I mean, you ain't got to be nasty with your kids, but you have to be
No.
realistic and
Don't
let them
say
know.
you're a loser.
No, baby. Now, if they're screaming, listen, baby, you lost. Okay, you did not win this time in this particular category. Doesn't mean that you can't try again and do better. But you know your kid. You know you didn't go to practice.
Yeah.
But maybe they gave it a all, and it ain't pork chops lane to be doing track. That's
Right.
not his lane. So sometimes you have to break that to them too as well, because everything ain't for everybody.
It
So
ain't for everybody.
no.
It ain't.
Um,
It isn't. That's true.
Miss Linda said one guy I met on Facebook dating, and I told him we weren't compatible. He insisted, and I said no. He got mad and said, "Ooh, ooh." I blocked his booty.
Ooh, shut
Now
up. He was
y'all can read the comment on, but y'all know how I said about previous videos. I don't cuss with my mom, around my mom, in front of my mom. I ain't spelling out no words. I ain't doing no abbreviations. So,
yeah. She
if you want
don't.
to read that comment, you can go ahead and yeah.
Yeah, they are
Um,
getting cut off. Yeah. That's
yes,
horrible.
yes, Cotto. Yes, they are.
Yep.
Oh, do your baby. No, no.
Yep. Which it makes them worse.
It makes them worse.
Especially men. I mean, mothers have a tendency of mothering their sons till it can cause issues. You got to know when to let go. You got to know
Yeah.
when to let go and give your sons responsibilities so they can grow up to be a man.
The same thing with the girls. They
Yeah,
want to
well,
be their friend. They no, because the generation, oh come on, girlfriend, we friends, and not mothering them. And now when she cussing at you, you looking at her funny, but that's your friend, right?
no, we ain't friends.
We not friends. That you're my we as I became an adult, we have a friendly
Of course,
relationship.
yeah. Now,
You
but
know what I'm saying?
when
But
you was a
it
child,
wasn't
no,
like
we weren't friends.
it's so many people that I know that they mom was like cool with them smoking and drinking,
Oh
and
no,
it's just like,
not
and
as
they
no
would sit
teenager.
around and be like, "Oh, you want some?"
Oh no, we
No,
ain't doing that.
absolutely not. So, yeah, it's not. It definitely does more damage than good.
Then
Um,
good.
so Miss Linda
I
said, "How
agree.
about the teachers who was killed at the Dunkin' Donuts by her current boyfriend's ex?" Oh, I ain't hear about that.
What? I ain't hear
The
about that either.
teacher was killed
It's
at the
just so
Dunkin'
much
Donuts.
killing going on. It's just
Yeah,
sickening.
this is a lot. Mm-mm,
It is
no,
sickening.
I gotta look that up. I gotta look that up because I didn't hear
The
about that.
teacher was killed. Oh, wait a minute. Did her son, is that the one where her son witnessed? Is that the one where her son witnessed her death? Where a
That
guy came up to the car? I don't know whether that's the same incident or not.
Yeah, we gotta look that one up.
Hi, Tiana. Welcome to the live.
Yes, see, Tiana said these moms let these boys. Oh, woo. You can read that, mom.
I sucked the titty too long. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. They be
and these
walking and running and be still on the breast.
and these moms be kids themselves trying to be friends with these daughters. Well, okay, so I always thought that, but then when you think about our older generation, right? There was mothers, like a lot of mothers became mothers when they was like 16, 17
Yeah.
and younger, and they did not act like that with their kids.
They grew up with them. So yeah, they was more of
They
a
grew up
friend
they,
relationship. And the
yeah, but
grandmother was more like the mother.
yes, but they knew, but they still had a motherly figure there to help them,
Yeah,
to guide them. But there are mothers that are young mothers that don't act like that.
that's true.
So it's all about, what, because I had said on one of my videos, I think it was on TikTok, when I was commenting about the mother and the daughter, cussing around each other, whatever, the more so the daughter doing it in front of her mom. And I was like, I wonder, did the grandmother cuss around, you know what I'm saying? Like generational
Probably,
wise, like,
probably
is that
did.
something that was cool for them? So yeah.
Probably did. Probably did.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably did.
she sent us the link. Miss Linda sent us the link.
Wow.
And we'll be able
That's
to look it up.
horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the link to the teacher who killed in front of. Oh yeah, that's the one with the son witness.
Mm.
Yeah, and it ended up being, I think I remember something of the sort. It ended up being her ex boyfriend's girlfriend. It was a
Oh
woman who
wow.
killed, if I'm not mistaken, if I got the
Wow.
story right. But yeah, it's
Okay.
either way, it was a tragic. She lost her life, a teacher.
Yeah.
Such a tragic. I tell you, you just don't never know.
Yeah, you don't. You don't.
You know, you just never know. So we always have to be cautious,
Very
conscious
cautious.
of your
Yes.
surroundings.
Absolutely.
and never take anything for granted.
Yes.
Now, one of the things I wanted to ask, because I was reading several articles about people are dying from a toothache. There was a gentleman that went to the hospital a couple days back, and he had a toothache, and he ended up dying a few hours later.
Isn't that septis that becomes septis, if I'm not mistaken?
Poisonous. Yes. Yes. So if you have a toothache, take it serious. Don't keep medicating it with home remedies. Go and get yourself checked to make sure it's not bacteria and it's not infected. That could be poisoning your bloodstream, and it causes even that much more damage and death. So please pay attention to that. Our next topic is, what did you do as a child that would be considered dangerous today? Mm,
Hmm.
this is Shakira's
So
topic.
we, me and my best friend used to be on the party line. What's called it? I don't even know what it's called. I think it was called the Philly Donut. And we
Really,
used to lie
donut?
about it was called the Philly Donut. We used to lie about our age, and we have seen people from there. And I mean,
Seeing
that was,
people?
yeah.
Oh, you mean like dating?
No, not just seeing people. Like, hey, you want to see me? I want to see. It wasn't no iPhones and all that. Well, I don't know if iPhones was out
So
back
you
then. I
would
don't
see the
think it was
person in
in
person.
person. Yes, meeting up
Ooh,
with the
that was dangerous.
dangerous. Then we was people. I remember my grandmother, rest her soul. My grandmother Esther used to leave her door open.
All the time.
And it's a lot of people. Like if you go down south, them older people be leaving their door open. I'm
All the
locking
time.
everything. I'm locking the screen. I'm locking the top lock in the front. Um, yeah. I'm
Heck
trying to think.
yeah.
Was there anything else that was dangerous that I did
That was definitely
that's
dangerous.
considered?
I
Yeah,
mean,
very
I have
much.
I have so many. So one thing that I thought was dangerous that comes to mind, when I'm gonna say I was about 13. My niece was younger than me, and
Mm-hmm.
then my sister Lily. We used to go to church. I used to have my sister Lily watch out for my mom. This is before I became the keyboard player for my church.
Mm-hmm.
My bonus dad had got a brand new Cadillac, and I wanted to joyride. So I would have my Lily be on the lookout. As long as my mother seen one of us in the church, she knew the others was close by.
Mm-hmm.
So I would get her keys out of her pocketbook, and I would get the car and ride through town,
Mm-hmm.
leaning back. Okay, I mean seriously, leaning back. And one day, I did this for months, months. And when we would come back, sometimes the parking place would be gone where my mother parked. So we would hug my mother and kiss her on the way out, kiss her. And we would actually distract her until we got to the car. And
So
she
she
didn't
wouldn't
even
even notice.
notice that we weren't in the same parking space, right?
Mm-mm.
So one day I decided, okay, it's Sunday, 12 o'clock prayer now. Back in the day, they prayed for an hour. I mean, literally an hour in church. And I knew that I had time before actual church services started. So I got the keys, me and my niece, we riding around town, we
Poor Aunt
chilling.
Lisa. Aunt Lisa ain't never get the joy ride. Poor Aunt
I'm
Lisa.
looking out for all my siblings because I know what kind of car they have. I'm looking out for the main people. So this particular time, we on our way back from joyriding. And as we're going down the hill, I hear somebody say, Regina, Regina. And I'm like, who is that? We all happy. Because we know Monday come, people gonna be talking about, girl, we see you in the car. You get bragging rights and all that. So I'm listening to somebody call me. I'm like, who is that? Now it sound like my brother. Oh my goodness, it was my brother David. Oh, we definitely didn't want to run into him. He came to the window, roll the
Uncle
window down.
David.
What the hell you doing? Oh, he was screaming and hollering. We were so scared. I don't know if you ever been so scared where your legs start shaking. My leg was shaking
Uncle David
so
is so
fast.
funny.
So he followed us all the way back to the church. We parked the car. He waited until we got inside the church. I was scared because I knew he was going to tell my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So long and behold, we get back home. So I know that I'm not going to be able to go skating that night because if my mother find out that I've been taking the car, me and Pam, we on
That's over with.
punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he comes in the room and said, I need my pants washed and ironed. He slaved us literally for over a year, washing his
Oh no,
clothes, David
a
clothes,
year.
Richard's
How did
clothes,
Uncle Richard got in on it?
because he told Richard what we did. So Richard was piggybacking. And that went on for so long until I just got tired. I just went to my mom and just told her like
Oh,
what
you
had
just told on
happened.
yourself.
And I was like, I was ready for the punishment, but I
Yeah.
was just so tired of being.
What was your punishment?
Nothing. She didn't do anything. That was the crazy part. I could have told her a long time ago. Nothing happened. But Tommy was pissed. So from
I
that
know he
point
was.
on, she made sure that her keys were not accessible or
Yes,
easily
right.
accessible.
Put them in
But
a.
you know what? I don't know no kids that did not try that. There's a lot of kids that took the car when they ain't supposed to. It's
Yeah,
dangerous.
I never got behind a wheel of a car, but I was in a car when I wasn't supposed to. Going
Oh
back and
boy.
forth to Philly, man, I don't.
When I heard that y'all did that, I was shocked.
When me and her talk about it all the time, it's like we had to pay toll, right? Nobody looked in the car and said, these girls look very underage to be driving this brand new car. Like nobody ever stopped us. We never got pulled over. We never, thank God, we never hit nobody. Nobody hit us. You know, and we in Philly, we could have, anything could have happened. You know, we could have, you know, we young and dumb. Somebody could have stole the keys, stole the car. Just reckless.
You see, that's why when y'all children get older, you definitely have to prepare because the big payback, the karma is going to be serious. Yeah, it's going to be serious.
And that butt whipping is going to be even seriouser. That's not even a word. Yeah. No, I'm getting very prepared. I know when I talked to Bree, we was talking. She said she's gonna keep her keys underneath her pillow.
Right. Like, oh my gosh, she better because she knows she. Oh my goodness. But you know what? You expect for those things to happen, especially when you have boys. Those things can happen.
I mean, it ain't just the boys now. It's both parties. So
it is both. It is both.
Parties.
That's what you got to be careful of.
Yes. So let's see.
The teeth are connected to the brain. That's a good point. Teeth are connected to the brain.
It could be abscess. Yes.
Yeah, abscess. Yeah. Now Linda says, climbing on a roof at Redshaw. Ooh.
What is a roof at Redshaw?
A roof is a school. That's Redshaw is a school. You was on the roof. What was you doing on the roof, Linda? At Redshaw. And how did you get up there? That's crazy. Never heard that one. Never heard that one. Zoraida say stun gun them. Stun guns them.
You was using a stun gun on somebody?
Ooh. You stun gun someone or someone stun gun you? Zoraida.
I had a safe and boring childhood. Oh, Jasmine. My husband said him and his siblings used to roll their mom's car to the end of the street before starting. Yes, you have to do that. Because then you can't hear the car. Listen, in my experience, her mother's bedroom was right there. She would hear the car start. So we just put it in neutral and then let it roll down the driveway and then start it at the end. Yes.
That's crazy. The dangers, thank God that everything went well, right? Yeah. We can hear to talk about it and laugh about it. But so many kids that do this don't have an ending like what we're saying right now.
They have an ending for real is what is the point.
Exactly.
You know, especially when we're not experienced drivers. Like we ain't know what we were doing. Well, I was the co-pilot. But still, hey,
Yeah, that's
following
crazy.
after my brother Tony. She was on the roof.
Oh, she was on following.
I
That's
stunned on
crazy.
my daughter boyfriend. Ooh,
Oh,
all right, all right.
wow.
We're gonna have to
That's
talk about that
serious.
later. Yeah,
Ooh, yeah, that's a serious act.
that's juicy. Like, what
That
in the
is
world?
juicy, isn't it?
Very.
That is stung on her boyfriend's. Ooh, child.
Our daughter's boyfriend.
Yeah, we have so many other topics, but one I want to say, I want to talk about, and because this is actually happening, the Bank of Australia, they are actually restricted their customers to be able to withdraw $667 a day only.
Oh
Are
wow.
you ready? Because right now it's restricted in a sense where you only can take out so much money on your ATM and so
Mhm.
forth and so on. And even if you walk into the bank and want a large amount, they may not have the amount available. You may have to come back the next day or make an appointment. They may not have the money available. I know that has happened before. But are you ready for this change? Are you ready for people to dictate, the banks to dictate to you how much money you're able to spend in the course of a day? That's
Oh,
serious,
that's very serious. And it's like,
especially if you're using a debit card. A credit card, you already know what your limits are.
yeah,
But
yeah, of
when you're
course.
trying to
But when
spend
it's
your
your
own
money,
money,
yeah. It's that part of it. It's
that
gonna make
part
people
is
go
going.
back to putting money back in the mattresses, okay? Because
That's what my grandmother did.
and I
She
remember
did.
I remember Nana Hattie Mae used to make pouches to go in her drawers.
Oh yes,
Yes. She'd be
my
like,
mother
I'm
was
like,
so
I'm like,
smart.
I'm like, Nana, can we go? Can I have money for something or whatever? She'd be like, how much? And I tell her, she'd be like, yeah, let me think. I'll think about it. Then she'll go
I
off
gotta
to the
go to the
bathroom or
bathroom.
something and come back and she'll have it like roll and be like giving it to me so don't nobody see.
Yeah, she
And yeah,
believed in carrying her money on her,
yes, yes,
and a lot of older women do that.
yes.
They don't believe in putting it in the pocketbook.
No.
The old the old the old way they keep it in the breast,
Yes. Right up here. Close to
right in
the
the breast.
yes.
Right in the breast. But yeah, Linda, they are not going to be allowing any increases. That's the thing. With these banks, there won't be any increases allowed. They're really cracking down on being restricted. This is in Australia right now.
Wow.
Hopefully it won't come here to the US. We don't know, but sometimes when it happens internationally, who knows? We don't
Yeah,
know what they're talking about behind scenes. We have
exactly.
no idea.
They don't let us
But if
know
that was to
anything.
happen and you have all your money in the bank, would you be able to survive with the restrictions and telling you, like you're 10-year-old, that you only can spend a certain amount of money a day
Mm,
with your own money?
yeah,
Some
that's
people will go to the bank and just take it all out
yeah. Some
and
people.
just, yeah, take it all out. Yeah. We have some
Some
responses.
comments I see. Jasmine said we won't be able to make cash transactions soon. Banks are preparing us by limiting cash withdrawal amounts.
Yep, they are.
Yeah, they want to
So
do away
sad.
with cash. No, I'm
Yep.
not ready. It's my money. I know that's right.
It's my money and I
Uh,
need it now.
yeah, I was just about to say that. Older women keep it in their bosoms. They sure
And
do.
they bosom. I hear
Yeah.
that word
They
a
keep
long
every
time.
first of all, it'd be a
Bosom.
lot in that bosom, okay? Some Kleenex, some peppermints. It's a lot of stuff in that brassiere. Okay. That's what Nana Hattie Mays called brassiere.
Right.
Only two suckers you can trust. Breast. That's on top.
Yeah, only two suckers. You're right. Oh, I get it.
That's
Suckers
funny.
as in suck. Oh,
Oh well, wait a minute. I
oh,
wasn't
that's
saying all that,
interesting.
ma.
Well, that's what she meant. Two suckers.
So Rada said, yes, my aunt put it up top and lose it all.
Oh, she must have
Um,
some doozies.
she got to tighten that the strap.
Yeah, she must have some doozies. She must
Yes.
have some doozies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Whatever you need is in that brazier. It sure is.
Yep,
Sure
it's
is.
in that
Band-aids,
brazier.
everything. You cut yourself, baby. Don't you worry. I got something right here for you. I got the
Uh-huh.
peroxide too. You got peroxide in there? Yes, I sure do.
Right.
Yeah.
We want to give a special shout out to Mike on the Mike Comedy Show. He's got a show
Yeah.
coming up on July 29th, 2023 at 8 p.m. For tickets, go to www.nbpac.org and follow him, Michael Ross,
Yes. And where is this show going to be at, Mom?
in New Brunswick, New Jersey.
New Brunswick, New Jersey, you guys.
New Brunswick, New Jersey. Yes, yes,
Yes.
New Brunswick, New Jersey. I also want to say we do have another topic, but it's already 7, so we'll save that for next week.
Yes.
Unless you want to just talk about it, but we can save it for next week.
We can save it for next week. Give the people something to come back for.
Oh, it's
Come on
juicy.
back now.
It's juicy. We want to shout out to I Say Yes in Salon, Krista Lewis and Barbara Bryan for all your hair
Yes.
needs. Go to www.ISayYes Salon and Spa, and you can follow their page on all social media platforms.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
We want to also shout out to Barbers Club of Cherry Hill. That's supposed to be 2 R's, excuse that. It's located in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
The owner is DC, Darnell Canty. So if you're ever in the Cherry Hill area, Barbers Club of Cherry Hill.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I also want to add on, this is just a life tip. Many of you may not know, and I better whisper this. Facebook is giving you money for free from 125, $125 million settlement. Life tip. Facebook is giving you money for free
Mm-hmm.
from a $725 million settlement. You
Mm-hmm.
can go to www.facebookuserprivacysettlement.com /$ submit dash claim. We're
Mm-hmm.
also going to put this on our Mama Said It page
Yes.
so that you can be able to go directly to the link
Yes.
and participate. Now, if you had a Facebook page, now this is how you qualify. If you had a Facebook page between May 24th of 2007
Mm-hmm.
and December 22nd, 2022,
Mm-hmm.
you may qualify.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to reside in the United States,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one of the qualification. And you had to been a user on Facebook in order to qualify. Okay, so they'll
Yes.
give you some more rules on the page when
It's
you
really
go
easy.
there.
I went on there and did the claim. It's easy. It's very, very easy. Take less
Very
than five
easy, yes.
minutes.
Yes, so it's $725 million settlement. So please go and claim your portion.
Yes.
Claim your portion. I want to say thank you all so much for joining
Yes.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us this evening. We really enjoyed you all. And please make sure you stay tuned for us next Sunday at the same time at
Yes.
6 o'clock. Mama
Eastern
said it.
Standard.
Please don't forget to share.
Yes. Share, like, go back, rewatch other videos, especially my rant about the participation award. I was really serious about that, you guys. Go back, watch all of our videos, share, send us some topics that you want to talk about. Let us know what you want to hear from us, okay? Because we're here to
Absolutely.
talk about it.
And if
So
you want to be a guest on the show, please hit us up. Go to Mama Said It podcast at gmail.com. That's Mama
yes,
Said It podcast at gmail.com. Please, y'all have a wonderful week. May
yes,
you have unlimited blessings and all kinds of miracles happening in your life.
yes. God bless you all.
Mama said it. There'll be days like this. Mama said it. There'll be days like this. See y'all later.
All right, see you guys.
Thanks for tuning in.